This is going to be a tough episode. This is going to be like Tom Cruise driving in circles without Bobby Duvall in his ear. Okay, that's how tough this is going to be. You know what I mean?
Dude, that was the hardest reference for me to track. I was like, what the fuck?
You know what I mean,
just assumed you were talking about Mission Impossible. And also started like, Robert Duvall's not in Mission Impossible.
He should have been.
Yeah, it would have been cool,
He
actually.
should have been. Instead of John fucking Voight.
That was good.
No, I don't. My phone's on the charger, so it's not in this room.
Oh,
and
fuck.
so that means that the second that we were not something to talk about, I don't have
not
like
good.
notes to go into.
That's not good.
I don't have any fail safe move, which means that I think what it means is that I just need to go here. I need to do this little bit of a strategy, a tactic I could employ, perhaps. Right?
Okay.
It's where I say, let's say you only need 10 words in that sentence. What if I say 35 words in that sentence, just to really draw out the runtime? Like you see right now, you see I'm just roundabout way of saying I'm just gonna not stop talking so people think there's something being said, even though there's nothing being said at all, because I don't have my phone to give me notes or ideas. So I'm just in the dark here.
But
I'm in the dark here.
But Alex, how is that any different than what you usually do?
What do you mean?
You usually just talk.
That's true. Just talk. You're right.
You usually say 145 words.
Well, I know.
Seems like
Listen,
up in about
all right?
15.
Listen, I don't know what to tell you, okay? But I'm just going to shed a light on everything, on all my dirty little secrets, skeletons in my closet, man. What's the problem, dude?
We're doing investigative journalism.
Investigative journalism on People Magazine. Yeah, I'm pretty big into true crime stuff. Well, a lot of true crime. Yeah, I read a lot of literature on it. What do you read? People Magazine. Just a lot of People Magazine. You know, just seeing what people's talking about. People know people. You know, people kill people. People know people. People make sense.
People know people. Da-ba-da-da.
Fucking.
Did I sound like it at all or
No.
So no one has any idea what I'm doing?
No.
Awesome. I just sound like a jackass as usual.
Yeah, pretty
Awesome.
much. Pretty
Sweet.
much.
Right on schedule.
Fucking I was gonna do a bit, but then I decided, you know what, that's not cool at all. So I just kind of froze there for a second and didn't say anything, and then, you know, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Is there anything you want to bring to this conversation at all? You can't do this.
This particular part?
Yeah.
No,
just
not at
general.
all. I do have something that we can talk about.
Do you?
Yeah, I do actually.
Really?
We played that dumb game the other episode of how we would find ourselves
You
in
know
the
what I
world.
saw the other day from the other day?
Am I just that non-articulate? I don't even know the
Oh, you were
apparently
talking?
not, 'cause I don't even know the opposite way of saying that.
You
Am
were
I just
talking?
that much of a bumbling buffoon who's so
That's something I say all the
unarticulate?
time. That's something you
just
never
mumbles my words through.
I always say the word bumbling buffoon.
Okay, fine, Alex. You know what? You're right. I never even would have thought of putting those two words together. You said it. I know you said it. I tracked it down. I remember
You said
I
it.
said it
I
just for
did
this
it.
occasion.
I stole my mama's credit. I'm cool. I'm hot.
I suck in the stomach 3 more times.
Dude, the other day when I was
No, is
cleaning,
everything I
started
say
singing
just
that.
so,
I was
like,
shimmy,
insignificant
shimmy,
and
cocoa bar,
meaningless?
shimmy, shimmy, rah, shimmy, shimmy,
gotta
cocoa
ask.
bar,
I gotta
shimmy,
know.
shimmy, rah. I had a girlfriend,
A Triscuit.
She said a Triscuit,
A biscuit, ice cream, soda, pop, vanilla on top.
Ooh, Charlene, I'm walking down the street 10 times a week.
I said it. I stole it.
I stole my mama's credit. I'm cool. I'm hot. I suck in the stomach 3 more times. You fucked up in the very end of that one.
Maybe you fucked
I did it.
up.
I said it.
Yeah, I did fuck up.
You started. You're like, it was close. For a second, that was actually a cool moment of like harmony.
It was
and
pretty cool
and
for a
then,
second,
And
but-
then at the end, you said, "Fuck it," and you decided to change everything.
I guess
no,
it gets
you know what I
back
thought
to
of?
the question.
What I
on
thought
this. You know what I
was-
thought of? Because I had
Alright,
a
what'd you
question I was
think
trying to
of?
get to the
Yeah,
start
yeah,
of
yeah.
this.
Ooh, Charlene, I'm walking down the street 10
times
times
a
a week. I did it. I said, I stole my mama's credit. I'm cool.
I'm hot. I suck in the stomach 3 more times.
Everyone's like, "Yup." That's not that. That's making it in the movie. This incoherent babble.
And the spades go down, down, baby, down the roller coasters. Okay.
I thought I was on the next part.
I don't know all the words. That's the problem. So I'm
Okay.
going to sound like an idiot.
I noticed that actually from that first time we saw
sweet,
something.
sweet, delectable. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop. Shimmy, shimmy, rock. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop. Shimmy, shimmy, rock. I had a girlfriend, a Triscuit. She said a Triscuit, a biscuit, ice cream, soda, pop, vanilla on top.
Ooh, Charlene, I'm walking down the street 10 times a week. I did it.
Oh, that's
oh
why-
my
that's
god!
why I did it. I said it. I saw. That's the
3
line I keep
times. You fucked
forgetting.
it, dude.
Oh,
We're not doing a
goddamn.
4th.
I don't want to do the 4th. Everyone's probably
God
tuned down
damn.
sick of this shit.
Fucking okay. So what I was trying to say this whole time, Robbie, was that I was thinking the other day we were watching. What did we watch? We watched some dumb thing, and I said to you, it's not the Disney Channel, and I said I had this random memory. Oh, this is the South Park episode was doing the Stupid High School Musical episode. I remember being in that
yeah,
grade.
yeah.
Idiots talking about. I never watched, but these idiots were like, "Hey, you see, you get to the High School Musical," and there's this kid Brian. You know who it is, and Brian would always be like, "You watched Disney Channel last night?
Such a tool.
Yeah, you see what happened on Nickelodeon last night? Yeah, you see what happened on Cartoon Network? 4 o'clock, we watching at 4 o'clock last night? You see what happened on Cartoon Network? That was crazy. And I was like, shut the fuck up, you fucking loser. And it was like, he leaned back like a character in a sitcom. Hey, said on Disney Channel last night. It's like, shut the fuck. It was like water cooler talk, but we were in a fucking classroom, you know? It's crazy stuff.
Can I say it?
Yeah. Do you hear something crazy? Do you remember those?
I have to say it now. It's not gonna make any sense.
All right, you're right. My bad.
I'm Robbie Yurasits, and you're watching the Disney Channel.
Okay. You're right. That was fair. Yeah. I'm glad we got that in there.
Thanks.
You remember those charts? Those fucking. Did you have one of those charts when you were in like really little
You
school?
saying chart or chalk? What are you saying?
Clearly not. Says your name Pam or Pan? So there's two N's. So there's one M.
Oh, I think I can help with the Pam dilemma.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
We're gonna be doing the interview as I don't know what they say.
Yeah, nice one. I love when you overcommit. It's really cool.
It's pretty cool. Hey, you know what? It's
I
cool.
love when you
can
get too
always
big
tell
for
me
your
I'm
britches.
overcommitting.
It's really good.
Yeah, that happens a lot. It's good. That way I can always just fall down.
Yeah, it's all that's what ego really is. It's all about building up just to knock out. It's like the walls of Jericho, you know?
Break the
walls down.
Dude, we're just getting all references out, man.
Yeah, that's the quote. Arrested Development hasn't happened yet, but it'll happen.
Actually, did
that was the
bees.
bit I almost was going to do. I was going to do the fucking. This is flunatriazepam joke. This is a roofie.
Why didn't you do it? That would have been funny before.
You know,
Bees.
Beads.
Yeah, I said bees.
And then I said beads, so you should have said bees again, and then I would have said bees.
That's how it goes.
You said that Lindsay speaks first.
Doesn't she say bees? And he goes bees, and she goes beads, and he goes beads. Oh, you're right. I should have said bees. You're so right.
Damn it, dude.
You're
What the fuck is wrong with
it's
you?
progress. Usually it takes me listening to the episode to say, hey, remember when I was wrong in the episode last night? I'm sorry. I just realized it right now.
God damn, you know how hard it is to be me for a goddamn day.
I'm sorry, Des.
Dad, fuck you. This is my boy, it's my son. Come in, you son of a bitch. And you know my dad, he's real old school, right? I told him, man, I said, would you pass this all to a homosexual? And he just got real quiet. He looked at me, man. And that was it. I left.
Did you guys know TC was gay? I have no idea what the next line is. I would have said the actual line.
That's
Dude,
fine.
you sounded like
Yeah, I
him
knew.
for a second. That's such a good fucking movie.
How'd you
We
know?
haven't watched
I
that
knew
again.
before he knew it. You know, he said something down at the beach once. I know. What, you gay too? Yeah, well, let me don't tell my wife. You're paying for my crunch, man. Hey, you parked in front of my house. This one's on the arm.
Oh my god. Who? Okay, so this is better than the question I was going to ask before. Then, no, forget. It's actually stupid. I do have a question about this though.
How is John Leguizamo so horrible but so good in The Groomsman? I don't know.
He's also a phenomenal singer. What I wanted to say was though, no, she's
Dude,
the one who's amazing.
wait.
Brother, what's the
Brother McMullen.
that one's really good. I think
one's
she's
really
the one's
good
way
too.
better. With the No Looking Back, I want to see it because
I'm not watching a Bon Jovi
that's
movie.
the thing. Fuck Bon Jovi.
I'm not watching a Bon Jovi movie. I love Ed Burns, but I'm not watching movies with Bon Jovi.
Who in
I'm
their
not
right
watching
mind?
movies where you're like on the fucking water surfing. Okay, that's the wrong coast you're playing with now. You're supposed to be the New York guy. I don't know why you're surfing in Cali in some movie. Some guy's fucking step uncle or
When does
something.
that happen?
Some
What
dumb
dumb
movie
movie is
he
that?
has. It's called like Riding a Wave or something stupid or like Catch the Ride. I don't know what it's called.
You know, he's got a movie that I'm pretty sure he wrote and directed, where it's basically the Boondock
you
Saints.
need a movie where it's like about a whole entire family at Christmas time when it has a really big cast, and it's called The Fitzgerald Christmas. And even though you'd think like, well, it's probably pretty good, it's actually not.
You know, the giveaway was the use of the name Fitzgerald. That to me is a red flag right
Right.
from the onset. I'm
Why's
serious,
that?
because
a
Scott
stupid name.
Fitzgerald, it's too pretentious. See, that's just like,
Yeah,
I'm trying to be smart. in
McMullen
literature.
worked.
Yeah,
Rose McMullen
worked.
worked. It's not Irish enough, Ed. You should. It's not like I'm not looking. I don't look at you and say, "Is that guy Polish?" No. So go a little more Irish with it next time. Not Fitzgerald. Okay. How about the O'Reilly Christmas? We'd be like, nice. Let's see what this is about. Carrie Bechet, Connie Britton. Okay.
Wasn't he doing an accent like that in Brothers McMullen?
I think he might be.
I think
no,
he
he's
started.
not. Nah.
Someone in the movie's doing an accent for like half the movie, and then they stop for the
Well,
rest.
there's
of the
that other brother who sucks. Right. That guy's
Yeah, I don't
annoying
remember-
as shit.
yeah,
the one
that
who's
guy-
like
yeah, I don't like
way
that
too
guy at
old to be
all.
in the movie.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, let's cast a 25-year-old, a 27-year-old,
And a
and a
45.
46-year-old. And everyone's like, it's weird, but it might work.
It was weird. We talked about this before about how certain writers and directors will use the same cast throughout their works.
Yeah.
He kind of does that, but he also doesn't. Ed
Yeah,
Burns.
Donald Logue's in like 3 movies.
And
That
he's
guy
not.
from those
John
insurance
Mulaney's
commercials
there,
in
but
like
he's
3
not. Yeah, that
movies.
guy. That's the guy I was talking about specifically. That guy's in his
John
first like 3
Mulaney's not
movies.
in
He's
any
just
Ed
gone.
Burns.
Actually, that guy's
Did
in
you
the
just
first
fucking say John Mulaney instead of Jonathan Mahoney?
Oh my god! I should kill myself. I did.
Jesus Christ, John Mulaney.
I think you should finish the rest of this episode without me.
Let's finish the rest of the podcast without
I think
you.
I should just excuse myself.
No, I think I should finish the rest of the podcast.
I heard you. I think I should excuse
Not
myself.
the episode,
I heard
the
you.
podcast.
I heard you. I understood exactly what you said. I don't think you heard me. I said I want all of your bacon and eggs.
Lame reference.
Okay, sorry.
We're talking about cool things.
What else would I have
and then you're
referenced
like,
there?
let's do something a little cool, like Parks and Recreation. Throw that in the mix. How about you got an Office reference for us?
Huh?
You got an Office reference for us?
No, I don't, Alex. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but don't actually.
Okay, you sure?
I'll return to with my fellow nerds in the nerdery and get back to you with this. That is a good reference. You don't know what the fuck that reference was?
Yeah, I
That's how
do.
good that was.
Yeah, I do. Hold on.
My fellow nerds and I will return to the nerdery.
My fellow nerds and I, the nerdery. That sounds so familiar. 2000s?
Oh shit, you're really close. I'm pretty sure it's 99.
Well, if it's 99, okay, that
It's
narrows
99
everything
to
down.
2001.
Okay.
I'll double check actually right now. I'm pretty sure it's in those three. I'm sure then.
So yeah, me and my fellow nerd. Dude, he's talking to like a father, right? Or an older guy?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of another line he says, but
It's like a guy who's, oh my gosh.
I think any other line I do is going to... Oh, shit, I was completely wrong. Can 95.
95.
Even earlier than we suspect.
95.
I'm trying to think what the fuck else
Nine.
it says.
9.
Yeah, exactly.
5.
That's another good line.
Oh, honey, you look like ma. Come on, what do we got? 95. Yes, I mean, oh my God, what the fuck is this? Give me a hint.
I'm trying to think of another...
Try harder. Do better.
You want to hold on to a car like this.
You want to hold on to a car like this?
Oh, God.
You want to hold on to a car
Dude,
like
if
this?
I say any other lines, it's too obvious.
Try.
Holy Lord, look at this one. A quarter just before Thanksgiving feast. Dude, that one was really specific.
That one was really specific. What the fuck? This is like... Are you sure this doesn't
Hey, look,
no,
the
hold on.
prehistoric forest.
Are you sure Scott... Well, I gave it away.
Fuck you, dude.
Gosh, now I know it's Tommy Boy.
Yeah, my fellow nerds and I return to the nerdery.
You're right. It's
That's a
Richard
great
talking to
reference.
fucking Brian Dennehy. Fuck!
That's amazing. You're like, he's talking. You were just like John Edwards. Like, he's a father figure. Like, what the fuck was that?
I was gonna say, are you sure this movie doesn't star Brittany Snow and Scott Porter? Is that why there's this mental block I can't get over where I
That
can't
would be
picture
hilarious.
who's talking?
That'd be so funny.
But no, it's a movie I should
Imagine if those two did a movie together.
Better next time. Shit! No, what did I want to say earlier before we were talking so much?
Just gonna fucking just
I was gonna say, that's something I wanted to say. That's tough. You want to stop now? That was a pretty cool movie. T-U-F-F. You're
Nice,
so
dude.
tough. That movie's one of the most underrated movies of all time. Tough Turf is so fucking good. Am I wrong?
No, just the other day we said that there's gonna be these compilations eventually one day, hopefully, of everyone doing lowlights of me.
Yeah.
And it's like now there's gonna be compilations like, look at how Robbie tries to speak without interrupting, but always just skip. What would you just ask me?
Tough Turf, good movie.
Fantastic, man. I think about
Robert
all the
Downey
fucking time.
Jr., RDJ.
I would argue it's James
James
Spader's best
Spader.
movie.
I-
I would argue it's his best
well,
performance. He's the most fun in
That's
that
tough.
movie of all time.
I'd say James Spader's coolest performance, but if you want, it's not like his douchiest performance. And honestly, when you're looking at James Spader performances as a whole, the most easy thing to chart them by is level of douchiness.
That's true. What do you think is his douchiest performance?
Well, that's tough. I think it's a tie, but it's douchey in two different ways. He's a douchebag who's not cool in Pretty in Pink, right?
Disagree. I think he's super cool.
And he's a total douchebag who's pretty cool in Less Than Zero.
I have no idea what Lessons.
Less Than Zero is the Jamie Gertz, Andrew McCarthy, Robert Downey Jr. movie.
Oh, that great Jamie Gertz, Robert Downey Jr.
It's actually a
Andrew
Bret Easton
McCarthy
Ellis
movie.
novel, which is crazy.
Oh,
You know who Bret Easton Ellis is?
yeah, he's the guy with the canyons.
Wow. Way to just diminish his entire career as a whole. He wrote The Canyons.
He also wrote that movie, JVDB.
That's true. With JV. Nice, man.
Which is a
Respect.
sequel to the book you wanted me to say.
Nice, man.
God, full circle, full circle,
Fucking, and Jessica Biel, who we talked about a while ago, saying she's like perfect. That's pretty cool. We should keep that going. That
We
train
should mention
going.
them a lot. I feel like people forgot about that, actually. We should mention them more often.
What is that song? Chattanooga Choo Choo, you know? Keep the Jessica Biel Chattanooga Choo Choo going. Thanks, Taco.
Dude, this was amazing with the shit we're pulling out of the
Choo
air.
Choo. Everyone's like, what the fuck? I think the guys were in their 20s. Are they in their 70s? Chattanooga Choo Choo?
This guy's referencing things from
Everything.
95, from the 70s.
From the 70s, from the 80s.
These guys are ambiguously old and young.
Tough turf. They know about James Spader before he weighed 7,000 pounds. In his defense, I'm not even mad at him. So I heard him talking about when he was saying, he's like, well, I gave my wife an option. I said I could either keep smoking cigarettes, but that's probably unhealthy, or I could just start eating whenever I want to smoke a cigarette. And she said, stop smoking. Now I'm fat. And I was like, respect, man.
I had a fear before, and I was worried I shouldn't say this, but what you just did gave me an idea. I think that can save us in case my fear is in fact coming true. You said how it's a shame that we only have such a low subscriber count. It's like, what if these are our best material?
And it's going to fall by the wayside.
And by the time we actually get an audience, it's like our best episodes are way behind them. I figured out how to get past that.
We'll just keep constantly saying, all right, guys,
we should start uploading
back
old
to the beginning.
with new titles.
Honestly, we have like hundreds of episodes. We can just start repeating them at this point.
I don't know how we even thought.
It would take 100 days for someone to realize, wait, I heard this one before, and by then they're not going to remember it anyway.
That's fucking. This is great.
And we'll just retile. We'll tie them similarly.
That's even better. What my initial thought was. My initial thought was because you were kind of doing the guy's voice there, which you didn't commit 100%.
Who?
James Spader.
When?
2 seconds ago.
I wasn't.
You were saying, I told my wife I could either stop smoking or I could just start eating.
You're insane. I was just talking myself.
I thought you were doing the quotes. I thought you were trying to do.
I wasn't doing his voice whatsoever.
Well, my point was it was a terrible impression. Unlike
it
most
wasn't
of your
an
impressions.
impression.
Well, that's easy to say now because
I never fucking, dude. You're a psychopath.
No one
my
says
voice
an
did not change
impression.
at all from when I
Weird how
started
I said
talking
that
to when I started
impression
quoting.
sucked. Like, what was an
You're
impression? That's
insane.
convenient.
Before you
Good
even
spin.
said that, I said that
You should
wasn't
get
an
into politics. Good
impersonation.
impression.
You're
Good one.
insane.
So you should work on your James Spader impression, though.
No, I have a list on my phone, which I can't get to. My phone's on the fucking charger.
Way to go.
I have a list on my phone of impressions that I gotta master, and those would be the funniest impressions in the world to pull out. So don't worry. The cast is going to get better at some point. We're going to let's talk about, but I'm going to have more impressions.
I was going to say, we should just fall into Rich Little fucking,
yeah.
Basically.
We'll just become like every podcast. We'll just start getting to the point where we become into this never-ending series of like bits, and they just each time you do them, they land less and less and less and less and less and less. These recurring things like, all right, guys, now we're gonna do this part. Now we're gonna do this thing. We do this. Now we're gonna do a deep dive of your internet search history. We're gonna be like, oh, here's a picture of you on Instagram. Tell us about that. Here's a picture of you from Twitter. Tell us about that.
Okay, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's gonna be horrible.
Idea. We should go back and treat it like it's a radio show. We're the only guys in the radio show. We need to have we have 6 guys working with us. We just
and then we'll start hiring local actors. We'll have them call in. All right, am I talking?
No, actually, it's funny.
So we'll hire local. Okay, you want to just hear me out for 5 seconds? Tell me this is a better idea. What you're gonna say? Okay.
It's convenient. You just pull out that one out.
We're gonna hire local actors to come in. They'll call up and we'll have where they're calling as if they're the head of the radio station, saying you guys can't say that, you can't do this. We'll pretend it's the whole entire live thing. We'll make this entire like it's actually a radio show. Is that not better? You're gonna say? Yes or no? Simple.
It's 1,000 times better than what I was going to say.
Thank you.
What I was going to say was the way Ben Affleck and Jimmy Fallon are doing the 6 different characters in the room. Because we should just do that.
That works too.
But what you said is way better.
We call him like, this guy sucks. It's like, hey now. Let people calling in.
I was telling a story. You just do voices.
Now.
No one's gonna. So we could have Uncle Jack in the back.
Back me over segments. Uncle Jack in the back. What's going on over there?
It's great, dude. It writes itself.
Uncle Jack in the back, and then here's weather. Uncle Jack in the back. She sounds like a pretty good name. Uncle Jack in the back. It sounds like that's like 2 Eye Jacks.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say. Sounds like it has a little bit of mystique to it.
A little bit of a TP to it, Oh no, Greg, you have a tiny penis.
What'd you just say?
The 4-year-old virgin. When they're in when it's Kat Dennings and Steve Carell are going to whatever that fucking focus. I don't know that it's not. I was gonna say like an AA meeting, but that's what is that? When Kat Dennings and Steve Carell go to Nancy Carell and she's having like those people sit down in groups where it's like a father and a kid or a parent and a kid.
What are you talking about?
The 40-year-old virgin with Steve Carell.
Kat Dennings is in that movie?
Kat Dennings is Catherine Keener's daughter in that movie.
What?
All right,
dude,
so
I've never been that baked.
I ain't never been that baked.
Okay, hold on. So it's just for argument's sake, say Kat Dennings is in the movie.
Maybe there are no sheep. Are there sheep?
So she's in the movie supposedly.
Remember the scene when they go? Like he takes his girlfriend's daughter to some like seminar,
was
and
like
Nancy
some religious
Carell.
thing?
No, I don't know. Nancy Carell's the one doing the fucking seminar, and there's a bunch of different groups of people talking about the kids, and then they're talking about mutual masturbation, and then he's like, "Oh, that's it, you and a friend," and Steve Carell's just being an idiot.
No, I don't remember.
And then the one guy who's there, it's 2 guys. It's this like redhead with like really curly hair and like just this like nerd. But he's acting like he's so cool. I think he's in like a velour jumpsuit. So he's like, "Oh, what up? I'm fucking awesome, right?" And then his dad's
like the convicts. Dude,
and then
I get tons of pussy.
And he starts flirting with Kat Dennings. Like, hey, you want to play with me? I got something huge for you. And then his father's like, no, Greg, you have a tiny penis.
Oh yeah, I kind of remember that.
Yeah, that's what I was
funny,
man. See, spent 4 minutes saying the same thing over and over again.
That's good.
Killed some radio time right there. It's the pros getting there. Like Howard Stern says, you're never going to get into podcasting. You're never going to make your way into commercial broadcasting through podcasting. And we're proving it wrong. We're actually going to get into commercial broadcasting, which everyone knows that everyone on a podcast wants to get into commercial broadcasting.
And now, back to you with the weather.
So instead of moving to, Connecticut and working there for 15 years and maybe get a chance, I'm just going to do a podcast myself. You don't get it's not podcasting doesn't lead you to commercial broadcasting. Hey now.
We need a cool catchphrase. That's the problem.
Hey now.
That's what leads you to commercial.
We need a cool catchphrase. We need to have a stupid fucking dumb hairstylist who calls in and gives nonsense opinions on nonsense. We say, hey, Howard, listen to the show and I agree with you. And say, oh, thanks, hairstylist. Next person.
We should have Mike the stockbroker start calling in for us.
Yeah, Sal the stockbroker.
No,
that's funny.
Yeah, that was
Mike
really
the stockbroker.
funny.
That was good. Stockbroker 101. Dude, nice. That was good.
See, the last time you wanted to do the one.
And you didn't. So see, I was trying to see how much of a fuck up you are.
Yeah, really. I just fucking any chance I get, I fuck
every
it up.
chance you get. Hey, they say though, consistency is key.
That's true. Key.
And then Howard Stern. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna. I don't know. I guess we'll be on NBC for a while, sign a Sirius XM deal, then wake up one morning and entirely decide I'm a new person and just change my entire shtick for the last 30 years and just no longer be the whole cool edgelord king funny guy at all. Be like, you know what? I should interview people who are boring, just ask silly questions and go on America's Got Talent and never leave my basement and I don't know. And I'm gonna insult people because you know what's funny? You know what's pretty cool? Here's something pretty funny.
Oh, and he does it from his basement.
I don't even know.
So what? Like Robin comes to the house and hangs out.
I think she's in her apartment.
It's all
probably her and Jim Florentine hanging out. I don't know.
That's so fucking dumb. How do you have a radio show if it's not like?
Maybe he's back in the studio at this point.
That's just podcasting, dude.
No, it's not. He's a commercial broadcaster. It's very different.
So, even if it's live, it's the equivalent of podcasting.
And it's crazy. People always say podcasting is fucking freeform. I don't know many podcasts that have women riding Sibians. So
that's
maybe
he's
right.
Guess.
Maybe you should go back. Maybe the whole point of podcasting should be getting into commercial broadcasting still. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe Howard Stern really is the king. Hey now. It's hilarious too how what's really funny? You know the Whack Pack obviously?
Yeah.
Fucking so he gave those guys career. I know one of them. I forget. I think Stuttering John went on to be Jay Leno's guy who would talk to the crowd and stuff. Where he'd the guy that talks to the crowd before they start filming, kind of get him in the mood and shit.
Yeah, the fluffer.
The MC basically. Yeah, the fluffer. I think Stuttering John went on to be Jay Leno's fluffer for quite a while.
That's insane.
Which was probably better than whatever he was doing, with the Whack Pack meetings and fan meetups. I feel
like the Whack Pack meetings were probably a little more degrading than
maybe. Well, that's my point. I was gonna say it's kind of messed up that Howard Stern is all right, let's get the Whack Pack, let's exploit them. But then when it becomes politically incorrect, let's just cast them as like they were nothing and never mention them again and remove their starlight. It's like, oh, that's worse. That's worse.
I mean, because what did Jay Leno have him doing? Saying, hey, how's everybody doing?
Yeah, also Stuttering John didn't even stutter that much, to be honest. He stuttered, but wasn't that... I don't think Stuttering John stuttered enough to call him Stuttering John. Stuttering John's the one who used to go around and he would just go to political press conferences and acts he was talking to that one woman who had sex with that senator. He's like, "Did he come inside you? Did he come inside you?" And everyone's like, "That's not appropriate." And he's like, "So he didn't come inside you, or he did come inside you?" And then he'd be like, did he come inside you?" And everyone would start laughing. So,
Will, with a different audience.
And then Jay Leno was like, "Nice. I want that guy. I want that guy. Let's get him in here. He's hilarious." I heard also apparently that he's now back to being an edgy comic. Supposedly now he's no longer on the Tonight Show.
He was an edgy comic. Yeah,
apparently. Apparently he was super fucking in the 70s or I guess the 80s whenever he got into it when he was that big ass head and everything. I think he was supposedly damn, this guy's pushing the line. That's crazy.
Can't imagine.
And then apparently he cleaned up his act supposedly, but apparently now that he's no longer on, now he's just doing his I drive cars. Look at my garage. And all that stuff. I think he's now apparently gone back to doing comedy where he's like, hey, I'm fucking funny. I am a fucking funny guy. Hey, yo, whoa. My name's Jay Leno. Ho, ho, ho. He's kind of gone back to that now, which is pretty cool.
That's crazy. I can't imagine him being funny. But
well, that's one thing. But then again, think about the people who are the biggest comedians in the world. Are they funny?
No. Objectively speaking, they're not funny.
The best of the best can't hang with the rest.
Dude, that was
Thanks,
deep.
Man. I tried. I really pulled that one out of the depths. But no, I have a list of celebrity impressions. Like I said, I gotta pull out. And once I get to them, it's gonna be funny because we're gonna have let's talk about. But I'm gonna have more impressions to do, which will make people think we're talking about it even more. Like, oh, and the whole routine of just laughing. We'll get some hype guys. We'll get 4 guys on a couch who are they're not our co-hosts. They're just our pals. And we'll go on a couch and they'll just laugh at us.
I'm the sidekick. They're just our friends.
Yeah, not co-host. Just
Exactly.
no. Host, sidekick, friends.
Exactly.
Host, sidekick, friends. Friends, sidekick, host.
Exactly. There's no reason to get that confused. The lines don't blur.
And then we'll put a guest, and we'll have the guest on the couch with my friends just squished in between.
Well, we want them to feel like they're one of the gang. It makes sense, actually.
And it'll just be really cool. Then I'm going to start wearing pants that are too short for my legs, so I look like I'm taller than I am.
Yeah, I'm thinking of just keeping the mustache and shaving the sides super.
Yeah, I'm thinking about asking for a fade, and then right before I'm going to say, actually, you know what? Don't do like a fade, but instead of doing can I have a fade without the actual fade part? And the barber's like, what do you mean? He's like, I want a fade, like that cool fade look, but I don't want to actually have a fade. I just want to have it be no hair at all. Shade on the sides completely. Very, very sharp, as if it's like, almost like I just took a black permanent marker and just did zing on the side of my head, and that's my hairline.
You know, it's like the stars are just like...
Constellation. He didn't even say constellation. He said consolation, didn't he?
He said constant... No,
he said consolation.
Yeah.
Like a consolation prize. Yeah. Fucking...
Yeah, that's what he said, exactly.
They say that comedians are modern-day philosophers.
Actually, what am I supposed to say? The funny part? I think they actually say philosophers are the modern day philosophers.
Thank you. I've been watching a lot of Norm stuff lately. I've been going on a compilation. I've been watching Interrogations and Norm. I've been watching Norm and not been watching like his podcast. I've just been watching Norm go on to TV shows and fuck shit up.
There's a world where Norm committed a crime and he was on an interrogation. How amazing would that be?
That would have been... people always say, like, I would give, like... I would...
Give my left nut.
No, people like I would just to get 5 more. I would do anything just to get 5 more minutes with my loved one. No. I would do anything to have Norm's final moments be in an interrogation.
Dude, that'd be the greatest moment ever. That'd be
Norm would have been the funniest guy to get interrogated.
You have to do it. You have to learn how to do a master.
I have to master it, and I have to create this.
Commit a crime. Get arrested.
Okay, now listen. I was gonna say like a dinner theater kind of thing.
Do you want to do this the right way or the half-ass way? Stop pussyfooting around and just do it the right way.
I gotta start speaking in that cadence. I mean, the punch on whores and all that stuff.
What was that one joke that he said? I think it was with Kevin Nealon where he was like that's a Norm joke.
No, that wasn't Kevin Nealon. It was Mark Maron.
Yeah,
their names rhyme. But
Kevin
it wasn't
Nealon, Mark Maron. No, not entirely. They kind of sound.
They kind of rhyme.
Kind of, but not really. Maron. Nealon.
When you say Nealon, I agree. They don't rhyme at all. Yeah, I don't think... Dude, Maron sounds nothing like Knee Leon. That doesn't sound anything like Maron, dude.
God, dude, I'm fucking becoming Bert. You hear it? I'm fucking wheezing there. I never wheezed before this.
Maybe you're just getting fat.
No, okay, well...
No, you're looking good, dude. You're looking trim, dude.
Right. No.
How's the hair look? It's looking thick, drama.
Thanks, man. You see these calves?
I saw
Dude, listening to their podcast though, Kevin Dillon. Which one? Yeah, Kevin Dillon is drama. Right?
Kevin Dillon actually rhymes with Kevin E. Leon.
Holy shit, it does.
It's kind of crazy.
Kevin Dillon is just drama in real life. He's the coolest fucking. I wish he was on the podcast more. He's so funny.
I wish Kevin Dillon was on our podcast.
Kevin Dillon's hilarious. Yeah, he should come hang out with us.
That'd be cool, man. Honestly, he kind of has. He honestly has a responsibility. That's pretty sick.
He should come fucking hang out with us.
That's cool.
Are they married?
Maybe married. I don't give a shit. Fucking, you think I give a shit? You kidding me? I am Queens Boulevard. All right.
Fucking A, dude.
Yeah, man. No, he should come hang out more. I think I feel like Kevin Dillon, Kevin Connolly, Doug Allen, and Jerry Ferrara all have quite literally a responsibility to come on our show.
Yeah, we're all boys from fucking Long Island.
We're all guys. We're all from the neighborhood. Yeah, it's
honestly.
like, if Vinny doesn't want me on here, I get it. You're from fucking New Mexico, bro. I don't know what you do over there. You talk to your New Mexican friends. I don't know. And then it's like Jeremy Piven. How you living, Jay Piven? Unfortunately, though, not a New York guy, Chicago guy. That's why him and Cusack are friends. Chicago guys stick together.
Friends to the end.
This is the end, friend.